In Unit 10, we're going to talk about multi-country strategies. It's fairly obvious that being in multiple countries provides both opportunity and threat. The opportunities of entering multiple countries, of being able to get into markets that are engaging in rapid growth, of markets that may not be as mature as the domestic market, provides the organisation with a way of delivering on its vision, mission and purpose by diversifying away from a maturing domestic market or even perhaps a declining domestic market, and being able to enter markets where the opportunities are less well exploited, where the competition may be less frenetic, and where the organisation can actually diversify its exposure to one currency, one market, one set of regulations. However, it also brings threats in that the organisation is then exposed to multiple currency. They need expertise in being able to manage in multiple cultures. The infrastructures may be different. The requirements of the customer and stakeholder may be different. So it requires a sophistication that operating in one market doesn't. However, it provides the diversification that minimises the organisation's risks of being just exposed to the fluctuations and life cycle of one market. So that's the first issue, is do we take the risk of being in multiple countries in order to gain the benefits of being in those multiple countries? The second issue is really understanding that there is a difference between being a multinational and operating in each country as if it was a standalone market. And many organisations do that, and it's a perfectly successful strategy, is to operate in each market as a standalone business. Or do we go for a global strategy? And a global strategy says that we locate the activities of the organisation in delivering its strategy in the best geography for that activity. So we might actually do manufacturing of some bits in a low manufacturing cost environment, or in an environment in which those scarce manufacturing skills are readily available. We might do R&D in another country because the scientific expertise or the engineering expertise to do R&D is more available in that country, or because the government of that country has incentivised us to locate it in that country and therefore we gain advantage from doing that. We may locate the accounts in a country, or customer service in a country where expertise and organisations with expertise and scale of doing all of the accounts is located, or where those organisations with expertise in doing customer service and customer support is located. So a global strategy says we would actually develop one value chain for producing the organisation's strategic outcomes, but locate different bits of those value chains in different countries. And then the expertise is in managing all of that value chain in multiple countries with multiple infrastructures, multiple cultures, and multiple currencies and regulations, etc. And that adds a level of complexity that operating in each country as a distinct national environment doesn't provide. So you tend to see global strategies pursued by large and sophisticated organisations, whereas multi-country strategies tends to be earlier in the development of multi-country strategy, in the organisation's sophistication in managing that and the strategic manager's capability in managing that. You'll also know in this unit that we talk about different ways of operating in multiple countries, from exporting to licensing, to franchising, to organic growth in those organisations, to merger and acquisition and collaboration strategies. So all of our generic strategies studied in previous units become relevant here, but the purpose of understanding multi-country strategy is to gain the upside of those different opportunities, but also have the sophistication of managing the downside risk as well. So I hope you enjoy the unit and gain a lot of insight about why we would operate in multiple countries and how that can be done successfully.